Well, actually, I'm keeping an eye on FSK, but I want to come back to that later. That's a KKR related entity that's down. But I do want to come to an interesting fight that's brewing over Janus Henderson.
Janus, yes.
Yeah.
And I wanted to report on that.
The Jim broke us the first time Nelson came along.
I mean, then this morning I said, oh, my God, I hope Faber has something. I'm embarrassed.
I got plenty, baby. I got plenty for you. This is an interesting one. A company called Victory Capital has made a fully financed and what they claim clearly superior offer to buy Janus Henderson. Remember, it is in a deal to be acquired by Nelson Peltz's Trian and General Catalyst on a $49 all-cash deal. And you can see Janus Henderson is responding to this. The value of the deal now from Victory, which is a stock and cash deal, $30 a share cash, the remainder in stock, 0.35. We have all the details for you. We'll give them to you in a minute. Values, there it is, values it at about $57 a share. We'll keep an eye on Victory shares. They've been moving up, as have many of the asset managers. Remember the Schroders deal I reported on a couple of weeks back? That was done at a higher multiple. But here, the question has been since the proxy came out, guys. People looked at the background of the transaction and they said, wait a second. There was some guys who wanted to pay maybe 50 to 52, and did you ever really pursue that? And did you call them back? They made 6 outgoing phone calls. Unclear whether they got anybody on the other end of the line when they did that. They obviously have a special committee because Nelson Peltz and Trian own 20+% of the company. And it's at a higher multiple here. They're benefiting as well from the fact that Victory stock prices moved up, and they have moved up from what was an indication of 50 to 52 that we saw in the proxy. They didn't name Victory then, to now this $57 deal, although coming down a bit given they're using their own stock for some of it, and so that will impact the overall value. The deal from Nelson Peltz and General Catalyst from trying to requires a 2/3 vote. 2/3 of those shares voted have to vote in favor. Now, very hard for Victory if they were to get to imagine that, but it's going to be hard for him to get that vote. Even with 20%, it's still going to be hard because you got a lot of risk arbs in this. They read the proxy and they were like, wonder if somebody else may come. And there was some encouragement for Victory to potentially show up. And they have. Now, they are claiming $500 million in cost synergies available to them. And so as often we see, they're saying, well, we're going to be 3.5 times levered when we complete the deal. But if you adjust it for the cost synergies, really, it's only like 2.5 times levered. And it goes from here, guys. So we're going to be watching this one, about a $7.4 billion deal, so not small, and a real battle. And I don't know what Peltz is going to do. I've called their side, talked to his advisors. Not really gotten much in terms of what they're going to do, but they clearly know they're probably going to have to do something if they want to own the company or potentially decide to sell to this higher bid.
Well, I've got to tell you, I felt that when I first heard it, I said, geez, that's a great bargain. That's a terrific, because I think it's a great. I'm a big believer that the individual's coming back and they're trying to figure out where to go back, and they've got some well-managed funds, and I think people are going to want to be a little more aggressive than the S&P. And
and listen, Victory Capital is a smaller company at a market cap than Janus, but it has grown quickly. And so, we'll see what the response is. But the multiples at the time were seen as quite low, even without the Schroders deal, which was deservedly a higher multiple for Schroders, better quality, international. But nonetheless, it got a lot of attention when people read that background of the transaction.
Remember when the multiples for private equity were really big?
I do.
David, I lament this.
You do, huh?
I lament what's happening. Hoot.
He's doing his hooting again.
I don't know.